Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about RCs. Um, there's quite a lot that's changing on my channel with the RCs. As you guys may know, I just got a Baja Rey. That may or may not be in my possession anymore. Um, Pretty much the issue was that I spent all my money to buy the truck and I had no extra money for parts. And the parts on that truck are very, very expensive. Each part is at least like 30 bucks. Because usually it comes as a packet of other parts too. Um, and I like that truck a lot, but that thing was also just too nice for me. And I was kind of thrashing it around a bit. And it drove so nice though, oh my gosh. But that thing was just too nice for me. And I wanted to do a rock ray build, but make it more as a crawler. Um, but I just didn't have the funds for that. So I was trying to sell my Baja Racer for a rock ray, and um, I got a trade slash cash offer, and that's what we have here. We have this slash 4x4. Uh, the deal was a completely bone stock Baja Ray with my usage on it, my wear that I put on it, um, which I was trying to sell for about 300 bucks. I paid 350 new, but that was because it had a bunch of coupons on it. Normally they're like 400 or 450, I believe. Um, but yeah, amongst the process, I picked up a couple parts. I don't know if I ever showed this on the channel, but I have this 1257 Savox servo. Very nice servo. It's not going to go in this truck for now. We'll see what we do with this. I think I know what I'm going to do with this, but we'll talk about that a little later. So, what do we have here? We have a used... Oh, before I talk about this, I got this truck plus 130 cash, and you'll see why. Yeah, you'll see why. So this is a Traxxas slash 4x4 Ultimate. So yeah, this thing's used. It's used way more and thrashed way more than my Baja Rey ever was. Like this is like legit next level sendery here. First things first, the body here. It looks like it has BB holes right here. It's pretty bad. And this is one of the bodies it came with. This is the better conditioned one, and this one's pretty trashed. I might try and clean it up and just save it as purely a basher body. We're gonna have to see about that, because that thing's pretty beat up and it might be a little hard to salvage. But the other body it came with is way worse. It's like completely torn up. All right, what do we got here? What do we want to talk about? We have a minute. So, first things first. Sorry about my hair. I kind of just woke up. Ignore that. I wanted to record this because I had some nice quiet time at the house. We have this Castle fan, which I could put on the Valenian system here. I probably should. But I haven't really had any issues with temps, and I've only run it twice, this truck, since I got it. I'll probably throw in some of those clips at the end. What else? We'll talk about this when we come back. Okay, we are back. So, Flash 4x4. If you can't tell, it has the low center of gravity chassis. This truck also came with the high center of gravity chassis. I'm trying to figure out what to do with that. I don't know if I want to put that on this. Probably not, because I like the low center of gravity one. Doesn't roll as much. I need to clean up this truck. I got pretty dirty last time I drove it. So I'll probably sell that chassis. Low center of gravity. It's got the front and rear sway bars. You can see the two front ones right here. And there's the rear two. It's got the what are they called? You know, the big shocks. I don't think they're big bore. The GTR shocks, I believe they're called, from Traxxas. Stock wheels, probably gonna have to get rid of those. We'll see. I don't have any tools I can take them off with because my tools are too wide, and so I can't get them off. I don't have a bunch of fancy tools, if you haven't noticed. Um, the VXL 3, is that what it is? The 3S ESC, that one that's in there right now is my friend's, because the one that came with the car is a little bit in poorly condition. I'm gonna bring you over here so you can see how poorly conditioned it is. This thing appears to have caught fire, and well, okay, so we're back. Sorry about that. My phone ran out of storage, so I had to go put everything on the SD card. But yeah, basically this ESC appears that it caught fire, and it smells terrible. I've just been saving it for the video so I could show you guys. But yeah, this thing's bad. Ignore the mess. I had to move a bunch of junk over for this video. All right, I'm gonna put this here. Actually, I'm gonna put that back. Oh, I'll leave that there for now. I can fix that. We'll talk about those A-arms in a minute. So yeah, it's got the stock, I think it's 3500 kV Volanion motor. It's running my friend's VXL 3S ESC right now. Stock, well, this is the fancy edition for the truck. So you see here, it's got wires. This one's for the speedometer, which we can talk about that in a minute. We have this band here, which is, why did my thing not want to focus today? This zip tie holds on a thermometer, or a temp gauge, or whatever, not temp gauge, yeah, thermometer, to tell the app how hot the motor is. Sorry about the shaky camera work. I drove this thing through water, and the box kind of popped open, and it's not waterproof. It appears that the receiver is fine, so I'll probably keep that, which I bought extra one over here. But I'm gonna return it if I don't need it, because that thing was $35 and I kind of want that money. What else? Stock servo. My friends painted the drive shaft white, which actually I actually like that a lot. It looks really nice. I like it more than the blue it came with. It just looks different from every other Slash. What else? As of right now, we have the stock drive shafts. That will be changing very soon. I have some cool upgrades coming in for this thing. I just threw all my money at this thing. So yeah, right now it's got the stock drive shafts, which I still haven't broken somehow. But yeah, well, I haven't broken it because I've been only running 2S. Yeah, it's a little strange for me. Stock spur and pinion gear, still plastic. With my next changes, I have to change that to metal because I just don't think it'll handle the power that this thing's gonna have. Plus, the pinion gear won't fit on my next motor. I'm gonna probably hold on to this motor or sell it, but I'll probably hold on to it for my little second project car, maybe. We'll see. Sorry if I've been saying a lot. What else? We got the low CG chassis, kind of talked about that. It's much lower, and the dude at the hobby shop says he doesn't like the low CG chassis. He has the Slash like this set up for bashing, and runs 2 and 3S. I personally like the chassis. I don't think it was as bad as he thought. I don't know. He was kind of a pro though, but I do like this chassis a lot. It rolls a lot less than the high center of gravity one. Yes, car's dirty. Flipped it over. Lands upside down in water. I need to clean it still. All right, let's talk about upgrades now, I believe. This cool fancy controller. All right, so upgrades. What do we got? As of right now, we have this receiver. Probably not going to keep this. Oh yeah, this car has the TSM and all that fancy stuff. It has everything you want. It's pretty kitted out. I'm pretty happy with that. I didn't realize that. There's that. We've got the big battery container so that I can run 3S batteries because the stock one sits way too low. Plus, this is kind of the wrong thing, but it sits way too low for me to carry my 3S batteries. Put that on the side. We got ourselves some Dean's plugs. I'll see what I do with these. I don't actually think I bought these and then I was like, I don't know if I want to run Dean's. Sorry about that. Probably gonna run XT90. I really like the XT90 connectors. They just seem a little safer than Dean's. I don't know if that makes sense. It might just be me. Okay. Where were we? So yeah, Dean's plugs. Probably not gonna run Dean's for this truck. We have these, which go with these A-arms, which are not going on this truck. This is where I'm going to talk about kind of my secondary project vehicle. These are Integy Wrestler arms. They're really cool. They're aluminum and carbon fiber. And they're at the RC Speed Shop, I believe it's called. Or, sorry, RC Street Shop in Long Beach, California. They had a little $5 box, and these parts are discontinued. And these parts were in there, and I kind of didn't need them, but they just look so cool. So I had to get them. They're really weird though because they're not solid weight like the rest of your like Traxxas arms. So it's like super light here, but you feel the weight of the aluminum in like certain places. So it's, I don't know. If you ever hold one of these things, you'll know what I'm saying. It feels weird, but it's really nice. So yeah, I have left and right rear A-arms here. These things are super legit. They're super cool. They're too nice for bashing, especially because of these screws here. So I might make a race vehicle, and that's to mount it. But I was thinking, I have to see what the width difference is. But either I'm gonna make a Rustler or a two-wheel drive / race vehicle. I'm thinking maybe two-wheel drive. We have to see still. And that would be like with the fancy low center of gravity chassis, probably in black because I don't like the blue one, even though it would kind of match these arms. And we would run that fan over there on that vehicle, probably this motor. I'm not sure about that yet. What else do we got? We got our fancy new upgrades which are coming in, which I'm gonna leave that to be a bit of a surprise for now. But you guys will have to see what is coming with that. Now, what should we do now? I think now I'll just show you the Traxxas app because most of you, I'm guessing, haven't seen it because it's quite a fancy truck and not saying that you wouldn't have it, but it's not something that I think anyone should fully invest for when you pay full price for, unless you have the money. If you have the money, then go for it. But for us more budgeted enthusiasts, this truck is too high of a trim for us to afford. Just helps to get a slightly battered one. And oh yeah, the center, the bearing for right in here for the like slipper and such was completely shot, and the truck wouldn't roll. Like you had to force it to roll. So yeah, let's go talk about the Traxxas app. Okay, so we have our truck lifted now. I'm going to do it with very light throttle because I really don't want to send this truck flying off the table because that wouldn't be good. And there's a wall there. I don't want to hit the wall. But here we have our Traxxas app, and we have our fancy controller, and I connected the two off screen because I can't do that with one hand. You can see we're connected. I'm pushed back. What is this? So yeah, you can control the TSM, which is really cool. I don't really need it personally, so I just run that off. Channel setup. That's cool. You can like set up the channels and such. So if you have like extra receivers to do certain things. I don't see it here, but you have a light controller somewhere. I forget where. Oh, it's actually in here. So I have lights, which I might install when I get the new body. I plan on getting a cool body and like painting it and everything. That'll probably come a little bit later. We have to see. Apparently the vehicle battery is really low, according to the thing in the corner. which is surprising because I'm pretty sure I just charged this battery. Maybe not. But yeah, you have various things here. You have your temp gauge, 65 degrees. I think that's accurate. That's pretty close. Our RPM, I'm not sure what we would do with RPM. I don't think we could that much. Well, actually, no, that's cool because you can see we go up to 50,000 RPM. Our speed, which in theory we should be able to go way higher than that. Hopefully the digital readout will keep going. Our battery voltage. Yeah, I need to charge this battery, I guess. So here's what I was talking about. We have our light controller here. You have different settings for it. You can do like, I think it's like high. Let's see, can I control it now? Okay, so yeah, there's daylight, low, and high. So daylight's probably for like photos, and then your other various modes. Like I said, I have some, but I just don't have them connected, and I don't want to install them yet. So you can see the voltage changing a little bit there with my inputs. I'm gonna give a little throttle. So yeah, that's pretty loud. I feel like I'm half deaf now. And that was absolutely terrifying for me to do this on the table. It started shaking and turning around at me. That was a little jank, I'll be honest. Here, let's get one more little clip. That was a little scary. 36 miles per hour according to that thing. That was very loud. Oh my gosh. And I just sprayed stuff everywhere too, which is lovely. But yeah, that's the Traxxas app. I'll show you guys more, both between the truck when I get upgrades, and I'll play more with the app later. My ears are kind of ringing now. Oh my gosh, that was loud. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Yeah, it's pretty sad I got rid of the Baja Rey. Maybe later on, once I have like a proper job, I will get another one or get the Rock Ray. But as of right now, I just can't afford that truck. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Cool stuff coming soon. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.